welcome to my first YouTube video. TootyUK has been saying I should have done one for a while, so thought I'd give it a go. I hope it doesn't turn out shit. So, what I get from the car boot this morning. I was up at 5:10. Went to the first car boot. It's a local Tesco's, not very big, about 50 stalls or so. Quite a few resellers walking around. There was a woman there last week. She said she was going to bring a Dreamcast with her. So when I spotted her, I was like, pretty much ran over to her, and as soon as she got out, she's like, "Oh, Dreamcast, yeah, I forgot that." I was like, "Oh," I was like, "No problem." She said she's going to be there next week, but I've got a feeling she might have looked on the internet and seen how much they're worth. So, because she had loads of PS2 games and she was selling them for 50p each, which I picked through them last week. So, but we'll see next week if she's there with the goods. Probably not. It's probably going to rain. It's been too many nice Sundays. So, next stall. I was walking past a stall. They had a couple of Xbox games in the boot. Thought, oh, I'll have a quick look at them. I was like, "How much your Xbox game?" She's like, "Oh, I'm in an arm with a son." I know, £2. So, picked up Cars 2. I'll probably give that a go. I quite like the Cars games. I played the ones on 360, so get all the achievements on it maybe, if I can be bothered. And that's all I got from the first car boot. Bit disappointing, but can't always get good stuff from the car boot. And then we went off to the next car boot. This is where I normally meet up with Tooty. Have a chit chat with him. Sorry, I got itchy nose. Bit better. Got quite a few things. Went down a few rows. Wasn't really seeing much. Some young lad, he had quite a few PS3 games set up, PSPs, all priced up, which is normally not good when they're pricing stuff up. But they had SpongeBob for PSP, 50p, so I thought it's all there. And Pursuit Force for 50p, so I thought I got that as well. It's got a dirty game sticker on it, so I'll have to try and get that off somehow, because they like to plaster their second-hand games in like 1,000 stickers. And then I didn't really get anything after that for about 15-20 minutes. I was like, oh, it's going to be one of those days. Because there was actually a bloke walking around with a boxed N64 under his arm, and his mate had a bag full of the games. So that should have been mine. But anyway, there was a stall. She didn't have many games, but I noticed there was a Borderlands 2 art book, like in with all the books. I think this game was awesome. Put like 100 hours into this game. Don't know what it is about it, but yeah. So 50p for that art book, pretty thick, hardback. Got 2 of them. Ain't got a clue what I'm gonna do with them, but I wasn't leaving them there. And then just about leave a store, she had some PC games. I don't really pick PC games up because I'm not really a PC gamer. But thought I'd pick up Alice. It's all there, both discs, for £1. And then went up a few more rows. Wasn't really seeing much. Someone had a little tin with some Game Boy games in. Nothing in there, just some sports games and stuff. But in the bottom she had a wireless Game Boy adapter, 50p, so picked that up. I don't think I've even got a Game Boy to use that on, but I know you can get it. Comes with the Pokemon Leaf Green, I think, so one day I might pick one of them up. I need that, so put them together. And then I think I went down the next row. Oh no, the previous row actually, the same row. Some bloke had even had a couple boxes of stuff. I'm not really sure why people go to the car boot with like 2 boxes of stuff. Just, I don't know. I'm that desperate to get rid of them 2 boxes. But anyway, he had a school kid figure. He wanted £3 for it, but I knocked it down to 2, so that's pretty cool. He also had a Wii Fit U jogger meter thing. I wasn't interested in it, but I asked him if he had any Wii U games, but obviously not, because they would have been long gone anyway. And then I think it was quite a while since till I got anything after that. Bloke just whipped out a PS2, so I went over and was like, "I was just the PS2, £10." And I don't really pick PS2s up because they're always broke. Every time I pick one up, they're broke. So I was like, "I'll give £5 for it," and then he was like, "I'll take 7." So for £7, I got a slim PS2, 2 official controllers, and 2 classic games, which are Cheggers Party Quiz, absolute classic, and The Incredibles, which actually is not a bad game, to be fair. I had a quick go on that earlier. It was alright. And then, so yeah, £7 for that, not too bad. And then I went round the next row, bloke had another slim PS2, and I was like, "Oh, do I really need another one?" But it was only a £5, so I picked that up. Came with, again, 2 official controllers, this third-party piece of shit, which is probably the worst controller I've ever used. It's the most unresponsive piece of shit in the world. Memory card. Got him to throw a copy of God of War in, so I was like, "Oh, I need a game to play on it." That's got the first and second one in there. The second one was in the manual. And then the console, which is it's actually broke here because my girlfriend decided to drop it on concrete. Well, actually, I dropped it, but I told her to take the bag off me, but she decided to take the Cars 2 game out of my hand, which I had, and then I tried to stop her from taking that, and it slipped out of my hand, so that's now smashed, so that can't go to CX or anything. Yeah, I think that's all I got from that car boot. I think I wandered around for a bit longer. I spoke to Tooty a bit more, and then we went to Melton car boot, which is quite a drive. That turned out to be a complete waste of time. There was absolutely nothing there. There was nothing there last week, and I keep telling myself I'm not going to go, but I keep thinking I could strike gold there, but it's yet to happen. So anyway, got home, just tested them PS2s, they both work, even after it's been dropped on concrete from 4 foot. Then we nipped to Tesco's, because my girlfriend's obsessed with Pokemon at the moment, and she's got the blue one, I'm not sure what it's called, Sapphire is it? So I thought I'd pick up this one, and then we can play together, because we love each other so much. But anyway, on the way back, there's a charity shop I'm gonna go to. It's in a tip. It's a Loros. I think people just dump the stuff off, which, well, I think they donate it, but it was gonna go in the tip anyway. They don't normally have much. It's normally absolute shit, basically, but it is a tip. But they did have a couple of games. They had a cardboard top sleeve Wii Sports. That was £1. Bit scratched, but I'm sure CX will take that. And a copy of Top Gun for the PS1. Didn't even know, never even heard of this game, but it's actually really good condition. It's like new, to be fair, so might add that one to the collection. And that's all I got for today. But I noticed a couple of people were mentioning one or two of these last videos that I got a certain bundle, which he didn't actually mention what I got. So I thought I'd show it now. Again, this is the car boot I always see TootyUK. A couple of rows in, just walking down, saw this box on the floor, peered in, and literally I had a heart attack. I was like, oh my god. And I thought, oh, it must be like a ridiculous price, because why would it still be here? But he was like, oh, 10 quid. It was like an oldish couple, so I don't think anyone expects them to have this. But what's in the box? I mean, I think I've already said there was a Super Nintendo. But so Super Nintendo console doesn't work. So that's a bit of a bummer, but doesn't matter because there's only a tenner. For some reason, there's a boxed AC adapter in there, official one. Never seen this before. I didn't know they sold like third-party official power supplies, but then there's another one, which is obviously I don't really know why there was two in there, but hey. Official controller. It's actually really nice condition. But to be fair, I've never had one which has not worked, so it's actually really clean, that one was. I normally have to open them up and clean them all out, but I didn't on that one, so. And there's onto the games, so there was a copy of Super Mario All Stars in there. I'll put it in a little bag just to protect it, keep it nice and clean. And then there was some box games in there. So start from the worst first. Krusty's Funhouse. Never played this one. I might have to give it a go, see what it's like. But it's all in there. I don't. Box is a bit squashed. Probably the worst box out of the lot. But box is a box, so. Then we've got Donkey Kong Country. It's a little protective thing to put it in. No manual in that, unfortunately. But still, nice condition actually. It's very, very crisp. Not hardly any damage to that, so that's nice. And then this is the one I saw, and as soon as I saw this I was like, oh my god. It's A Link to the Past, probably my favourite Zelda game. It's got to be fair. To be fair, the condition is pretty amazing, to be fair. A bit of damage there. I think the manual is actually slightly wrinkled on the front, which is a bit disappointing, but the hints in there, it's all there. It's really nice condition. I was gonna have this in my collection, but mine is actually better condition than that, surprisingly. So that's pretty good condition. And then that's about it, to be fair. There's a Prima official guide in there. It's pretty cool. I did it all without a guide back in the day, because that's how good I am. And there's some like pamphlets and stuff. There's a game catalogue there for Nintendo. Sure. And someone's actually printed off a Zelda map. I'm not sure. Maybe they didn't want to use their the one in the actual game to keep it nice and clean. A poster. I think that came with the console originally. This Donkey Kong Country thing, which is pretty cool. I thought this was actually the manual originally, but it turned out it's not. So I'm not sure where that came from or what that's from originally. Complete Guide to Mario. Don't know. Again, I don't know what these are from. I'm guessing it could be out of Nintendo Power or something. A Zelda advert. Pretty cool. Again, I'm not sure what these are from. I'm guessing it might have came in the console originally. And then the last thing was a Action Replay cartridge with the original manual. So yeah, all that was £10. And after I found that, I was smiling all day, all week, should I say. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. But yeah, so I thought I'd show you that because I know a couple of people were asking what it was, what I got. So that's it. I think I'll wrap it up there. So that's my first video. I hope it's not shit. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time if there is another video.